on? It's your boy, Frank Hamilton, online fitness coach. You know, the man with the motto, be grinding or be nothing. All right, so today I'm going to talk about one of the biggest hurdles people seem to have in their fitness journey, and it is the misconception of time. You know, regardless of what people think, there's only 24 hours in a day. So this everybody that succeeds and progresses and does these great things have the same amount of time as the people that don't. The only difference is what you choose to do within that time. All right. So I was having a conversation with a former client the other day. And I don't really like saying former. None of my clients are former. They all know that they can always come to me for anything. But we're having a conversation, and she was saying how her motivation is lacking, and that I have any ways I could help her. And there was a time when we trained, she would train early in the morning, and she said now the difficulty now is that she'll wake up in the morning, but she'll hit the snooze button. And I have done that. I have been a victim of that. I remember when I first started like just working out back in Florida at the LA Fitness. I used to get up, I would lay my clothes out the night before work, um, iron them up, get everything laid, socks, whatever. Wake up in the morning, go eat some oatmeal, go straight to the gym, work out, take a shower, and then go to work. And then one day I hit the snooze button. And it was just like, it was like opening up a whole new world. And then the next day I hit the snooze button. And then the next day I hit the snooze button. And then I just started working out in the afternoons. It just became a thing after that. But what I've learned is that whenever you're trying to do something big, one of the biggest mistakes is trying to do the entire big thing all at once. Sometimes you have to take steps, right? I remember, and this will go into, the advice I gave her. I remember when, I would do my shows and training down and leaning out the last couple of weeks, I would do a lot of cardio. Now, I never had a problem doing cardio when I was training for the show. It was just part of the process. It was just, it's just what you do. You got to do cardio. But then, after a show, I would just be a little spent, a little burnt, and like cardio would be the last thing on my mind that I would want to do. It would take me a couple weeks, sometimes a month, before I would start doing cardio again. Now, the thing is, previously, like as I'm doing my shows and I'm leaning out training, I would do 45 minutes to an hour of cardio. Now, I remember the first time this happened, I tried to jump back into cardio. I'm just like, all right, I'm just going to do it like I did it then. And I almost passed out after 5-10 minutes. I'm exaggerating, of course, but I'm just saying I realized that I couldn't do it. So what I then understood was you have to just take steps. So instead of trying out for the whole hour, what I would do was start out with 15 minutes. I would do 15 minutes at a pretty moderate speed. And then what I would do then is, the next day I would do 15 minutes, but I would increase my starting speed. The next day I would do 15 minutes, but again, I would increase my starting speed. So now that I can do more speed, then I can do more time at a not as an intense starting speed. So now I'm doing 20 minutes. Because in my head, what I'm just trying to do is build up into that time that I need to do my cardio, which for me, at the speed that I prefer, is about 45 minutes. So now I'm doing a higher speed of 20, the progression. Now I'm at 45 minutes back to where I was. So when I told my client that I was having trouble waking up, I told her to continue doing the same thing, wake up in the morning, instead of hitting your snooze, hit your snooze button, but just try to lie there awake, and then the next day, wake up in the morning, hit your snooze button again, and just lie there awake. And then by that third day, you wake up and you just wake up. Now, you don't have to get up and get out of bed or do anything, but what you're doing now is you're eliminating the first hurdle, which is I can't wake up that early in the morning. because now you're waking up that early in the morning, right? And then, by the end of the week, you wake up, you're walking around, maybe depending on your job, maybe you're checking emails, maybe you're fixing a cup of coffee, a cup of tea. You're getting up, maybe you're the one in the relationship taking the dog out early this time or getting the paper, whatever things that happen. What you're doing now is you're eliminating the next hurdle of, I can't do anything that early in the morning, because now you've shown that you have the time because you've gotten up that early, and you've shown that you can do something in the morning because now you're moving around and you're doing things. So now on to that next week, when you can wake up, you can move around and be in action. Now, okay, let's go to the gym. Now, you don't have to be as intense as you were. Let's say if you had taken time off of the gym, you just want to make sure that you're in the gym and you're doing something. If it's 20 to 30 minutes of cardio, if it is like a 30-minute circuit or weight routine, the thing now is you're now eliminating that last hurdle of, I can't make it to the gym and I don't have time to work out. Because now all the hurdles that you had based on time, I can't wake up in the morning. Gotten over that. I can't move around that early in the morning. You've gotten over that. I can't get to the gym and work out that early in the morning. Now you've gotten rid of that. And now you just continue to do that and becomes a routine. You do that 30 days straight, and it's now a habit. And now you've created a positive habit of waking up in the morning and going to the gym. One of the biggest excuses is always gonna be the whole time thing. It's always, I don't have enough time. I don't have enough time. But when it's something that you really want, you have to make the time. My clients know that I hate putting myself in situations as examples, but I remember the year when I was training for my competition, and it's competition, it's competing, right? So you always want to strive to be your best. I was on a regimen where my coach had given me about an hour of cardio to do. I personally wanted to do more. I wanted to be, I just wanted to give my all. So I added 2 extra hours of cardio. I was doing cardio at 4 o'clock in the morning. I was doing cardio midday, and I was doing cardio one more time around 11 o'clock at night. Yeah, exactly. That means I was sleeping about 3 hours. Okay. When you have a goal, you'll make particular sacrifices and you'll do what's necessary. It may not work for others, but as long as it works for you, that's all that matters. So people would be asking, Frank, how do you do cardio at 4 o'clock in the morning? How do you get up so early? Like, simple. I would go to sleep in my shorts, in my underwear, and my socks. My shoes would be right by my bed. I wake up, put my feet in my shoes. My keys and my wallet and my phone would be on the counter by the door. So I'd grab my shirt. So I grab my shirt, put my shirt on, put my keys, wallet, phone in my pocket, and I just walk out the door. No, I didn't put on deodorant. No, I didn't brush my teeth. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. There's no one else there. So I'm not really concerned about that. All I know is for an hour, I got to get this work in, and then I'll go home and do all those necessary things. Some might ask me, did I do too much? I don't know. I got my pro card. So, it's just one of those things when you're looking at time management and your mindset, when it's a goal that you set for yourself, that what may be sacrifices and unimaginable to some, for you is just part of your process. And you have to learn to not be afraid of your process. It's what's best for you. And then you make sure that every part of your process is going towards the goal that you've set. And just don't be ashamed of it, but don't use, basic excuses like time. You see time as a circumstance, but it's a circumstance that you can work around. All right. Hey, this has been your boy, Frank Hamilton, online fitness coach. The man with the motto, be grinding or be nothing. Peace.